Formula E, the world's first net-zero all-electric motorsport series, is back in China for the first time in 5 years. It's made its debut in Shanghai, with Jaguar's Mitch Evans winning the first of a double-header of races this weekend. The first ever Formula E race was at Beijing's Olympic Green Circuit. It was run by Audi's Luca Di Grassi, who went on to race in Formula One. Formula E's fan base hit record highs last season with 344 million viewers around the world, meaning it's now the fourth most watched motorsport. It's also becoming something of a lucrative business, with sponsorship revenue reaching more than $100 million for this season. And plans have been verbally agreed to hold an all-female Formula E test event in November. Formula E hopes that it'll pave the way for women to get a regular seat from 2026. Well, Tom Brooks is Formula E's lead commentator. I asked him about the atmosphere at the first race in Shanghai.
It's amazing down here. Genuinely, it's one of the best Formula E races we've been to all season. Everybody loves Formula E, and especially here in Asia. It's where the championship began back in 2014, and there's a lot of excitement around coming back to here for the first time since 2019, and it's been wonderful. All the fans have been fantastic, the weather's been brilliant, and we've had some great racing this weekend.
What is the significance of Formula E's return to China?
I don't think it can be overstated, really, how important it is for Formula E to come back to China. I mean, EVs in general are a huge market now, and China has really been at the epicenter of that for the last few years in particular, and there's a huge atmosphere and appetite in particular for EVs, and that's represented by the audience that we've had here, which have turned out so positively to see Formula E returning and to a new city and a new circuit this weekend.
Formula E has a short history, doesn't it? I mean, how much has Formula E grown over the past years, and how much has it changed?
Hugely. It began back in 2014 as an idea on a napkin, and during that time we've had 3 generations of cars. We're now on the 3rd generation. The cars are more powerful, they're lighter than ever, the racing is closer than ever. We had 22 drivers separated by 0.6 of a second in qualifying today, and in the race we had 10 drivers separated by just over 2 seconds. It was incredibly close. The racing has evolved, and it continues to do so. We're heading into what we call the Gen 3 Evo, so it's the same car, but with 4-wheel drive, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, which is a really exciting prospect. The cars will be faster than ever, and the racing should be more exciting than ever.
This started off as being rather marginal stuff. It's now mainstream. And I wonder, to what extent does Formula E promote going electric?
Massively. Again, it can't be overstated how important Formula E has been for that, not only in terms of just bringing international electric racing to the stage, also in terms of what manufacturers have done. We've had manufacturers such as Audi, such as BMW. Currently we've got Porsche in there, we've got Jaguar, and Jaguar in particular are going to an all-EV lineup from 2025. In fact, the last internal combustion engine car rolled off the production line in the UK just the other day. So it's had a massive impact on that, and the technology that's developed within Formula E, it all trickles down to road cars, and it's been hugely important for that and for its incredible growth and development over the last 10 years. Historically,
going back well over a century of conventional motor racing, it's been dominated by men. It's been boys' toys stuff. What more can you tell us about these plans for an all-female test event later this year?
Yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, obviously, with female racing drivers, there's a lot of initiatives now. We've got the F1 Academy. Prior to that, we had the W Series, and it's fantastic because females generally haven't had the same opportunities as males within a very male-dominated sport. So it's fantastic that Formula E are looking at that and seizing the initiative and looking to try and bring female racing drivers within the single-seater international ladder and bring them up to Formula E, and hopefully we'll have more female Formula E drivers in the future. We've already had a few in the past. We've had a bit of a lull over the last few years, and hopefully this will be the next step to try and kick-start it and get more female drivers on the international single-seater racing level.